Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. I'm going to use the Spotlight on Nature bundle this week. It's got these lovely circle dies in it that I'll layer up. I wanted to do gratitude cards this week as we start to close out the year and we go through Christmas. Start to think about what went well this year and what I'm grateful for. So this week is going to be all thank you cards. You can of course change out the greeting if you want. I've used the Sweetly Scripted on this one, a million thanks. And I'm bringing in a new item that's available January 3rd. It is the Antique Pearls. I really like these. They've kind of got almost the basic beige kind of cast to them with a nice sheen to them. So what do I need to build this card? I need a lemon lolly card base, a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of smoky slate. The card stock is smoky slate. The ink is basic gray. I use basic gray when I'm doing my coloring because it just stands out just a little bit more. And then for the card front, a 5 by 3 3/4 piece of the lemon lolly, and we'll layer all that up. On this card, I just left it plain and stamped on the lemon lolly. For the card I'm demoing, I'm actually going to take this and I am going to run it through the exposed brick embossing folder. And I've already stamped out the a million thanks, and it's about a 1/2 inch by that 3 3/4. So it will only cover the lemon lolly piece. So I'm going to run that through the folder. And coming off Paper Pumpkin Week this last week, I want to say thank you so much to all the new subscribers and to all the people who responded to my question about designing on the fly, or would you rather see the finished product. So thank you so much, all of you, for your feedback. It was overwhelming, the number of responses, so I really appreciate you all. Okay, so I've run that through. And we can just flat mount that. So why don't we go ahead and do that? And I used light and dark lemon lolly and light and dark soft sea foam for the coloring the flowers. Now, one of the reasons I stamped it first and then basically waited to color it in on the video is that it's not a memento ink. So it doesn't dry quite as quickly, and it isn't as color fast. So I thought I'd just give it a minute to just get a little bit drier so it doesn't bleed quite so much. It doesn't usually. The basic gray is usually pretty good. Now, normally I would do all the coloring and then I die cut it out, but I wanted to be able to move just a little bit faster on this video because there's lots of different elements to it. So I'm just doing the leaves in the So Saffron. So Saffron. I'm going back in time. The soft seafoam. I was thinking yellow. So we haven't had So Saffron for a while. That was a really pretty yellow. I'm just going to come in, add some color to the leaves. And I really like how with the soft sea foam, the detail from the stamp really comes through, and it's almost just highlighted by the colors. So I'm going to take my dark lemon lolly, and I'm just going to do some basic lines where it's a little bit darker on the stamp. I'm just going to add that in. And if any of you, well, most of you are probably way more artistic than I am. I can't, using the blends, I do the very basic. I see some examples and it's just amazing what people are able to create. I do some very basic work, probably because I don't practice enough with the blends. But anyway, if you can do your colors, choose your colors, do your blending however you like. There is no right or wrong answer. It's however you like to do it. So we are going to take this now. Get all my pieces here. I'm just going to flat mount this to the smoky slate larger die. Now, because I'm me and it's just the way I am, I'm going to make sure I'm lining up all my die cut little edges so they're in line, but that's just me. And you can, as always, cut out the middle of the cardstock you're covering up if you want to make it go a little bit further. So I kind of like it when the card is really substantial on the front, and I build my cards so they don't fall down, like they don't go flat. I just like a nice substantial card. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with cutting the middles out of your paper if you're covering it up. It's a really economical thing to do. So I'm just going to snip up some dimensionals here. Let's grab those ones from the edges. The edges are just as sticky as the middles are. And again, economical. One tip I did want to pass on in this video, and I almost forgot, is how to pick up the dies, and this goes for any die, from your cardboard sheets. So I'll get to that in just a second. And then I'm going to dimensionalize this, but I'm going to pop the mini dimensionals on the back. If you do not have mini dimensionals, simply cut your larger ones in half. It's that simple. So you do not have to have all of the supplies ever created in order to make a gorgeous card. You just work with what you've got. If you got a good pair of scissors, you can just about do anything. So I'm going to pop this down. And again, it's 3 3/4, so it's just exactly the right length to go across that lemon lolly base. And that is our card. I'm getting to the tip and trick about the dies. But so this is just with the plain background. This is with the exposed brick 3D folder background. Not sure if you can see the detail on the video, but it's me being me. I really like the detail in the background. So let me show you the tip and trick with these. Now, I've been doing a bunch of DIY at home, like renovating a bathroom, because, you know, company's coming for Christmas, so why not do a major home renovation right in the middle? So my nails are shot, and I'm trying to bring them back. So these dies, when you go to try and pick them up off the cardboard, it can be really difficult. So I either use my piercing tool like this, or you can take if you've got to take your pick with the spatula end, you can use that as well. So save your nails and use either a piercing tool or your take your pick spatula end to lift those dies. And again, let me know if you prefer the plain background or the embossing folder background on this card, and let's create together again soon.